One Way Football.
Hi, and welcome along to One Way Football. It is the return. Look, we've got two masterminds of their own clubs together again. We've got Johnny in the for me, you're in my right hand corner. I don't know how it is for you, and below as well, we've got Edward Nash, the one and only, all the way from, as known again. Can I just point out, famous for AFTV?
I wouldn't say famous.
We're going to talk about today the end of the season, our predictions of where the top six and who's going to be in that top six. And also we're going to go right to the bottom of the table and do the bottom three as well. Johnny, now I know you have Spurs have been pretty good in this window. I can't lie. I said to Edward before in the last video that I think you're going to be one of the teams you got to have to watch out for.
Yeah, I just want to start with when we sold Gareth Bale all those years ago, we bought, I think it was 7 players off the back of this sale, and only one really stood out, and that was Eriksen. So, but I think this time round, the stand that Bissouma and Perisic and Jed Spence, they're the standout for me. And I think this is going to be a full season now for Conte. I think there's still more to come in. I'll be honest with you. I think there's more players to come, but this really has to be the season now where we lift something, because there can be no more excuses. We can't be the nearly men. Got to the semi-final, got to the final. We were the nearly men. It has to happen.
Yeah.
And I'll come to Man City in a minute, but I think this has to be, I think there's more to come. I think Maddison's another signing they're looking at.
What was your thought about on the Eriksen thing going to United? Was you a bit heartbroken with that?
I'll be honest with you, I can't understand it. I've had this conversation with my friends at work, and I don't get it. This man is still a very good footballer. And all right, let's just say Spurs didn't want him. That's fine. I believe he should have stayed at Brentford, because that was the only club really that gave him an opportunity. He could have been the star man there. All this, he's gone to United to play what, Europa League? I'm baffling. There's a lot of players that still think Man United are a big pull, and they're not. They're far from the team they were under Ferguson, and they've got a lot of work to do.
And you can actually see that players now are noticing that, like their main choice is that there's a lot of players that are now rejecting Man United to go other places.
Yeah, I saw a comment today saying that Cristiano Ronaldo, he only goes to big clubs that win things. Well, that's not true, because he's playing for Man United. So, I think they're in big trouble. I don't care about Ten Hag or whatever his name is. I just can't see. I just don't think they're very good, to be honest.
In a sense, I understand. Well, I mean, where would Ronaldo go? He wouldn't go anywhere else in the Prem, would he?
Well, yeah, but then again, I mean, let's be honest. He's how old now? 36.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, who do you think he is? I mean, he shouldn't be able to pick and choose where he wants to go. I mean, look at somebody like Bale, who's gone to America. Why doesn't he go there?
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know. Somebody like Levante, or I don't know, Mallorca, or somebody in Spain where he's going to be the star man and try and get them up the league. That's what you want to do. I think going to these big Juventus, AC Milan, and Real Madrid, wherever he plays for, it's a cop out, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like the Ronaldo thing as well is a bit of a he still wanted that Champions League, that place in the Champions League, and coming to United, I think he thought that team, well, anybody would have thought that team last season would have been up there, because the what they spent and the team that they had is world-class players in there. So there was no excuse not to even get Champions League last season.
I'm not sure about world-class players, James. I'll be honest. I can't really take Ronaldo out. I can't think of any other world-class player in that team.
No, we all see it now, but on paper, if you look at it like Pogba, You've got your Pogba's. You've got your. Do you know what I mean, it's there's a team there that you would have gone. I mean, I even said to one of my pals, I had a bet with him that he laughed at it. That I had a €50 bet with him that Arsenal would finish above Man United. And he laughed at it because he was like, because he just signed Ronaldo and that. And they, do you know what I mean? It was all speculation about them winning the league. And do you know what I mean? It's coming back to them. And do you know what I mean? So I think everyone was a bit in shock.
Yeah. But looking at them now, who have they bought?
That,
who did they buy?
That Martinez, is it?
I know nothing about him. I don't know what he does. And, who else have they bought? Is that it? They can't get that Frankie De Jong,
weren't they, or something like that from Barcelona.
Yeah, doesn't want to leave there.
Yeah.
So players don't want to go. I got Ericsson was the other one, wasn't it, that they bought? So that's for me. That's not enough. They've still got Maguire at the back.
Yeah.
Until that changes, then they're in trouble.
Edward, what's your thought on the United situation?
Well, listen, they I want to go back to Joey say they're not big. They're not in the big pool now. They are still the biggest club in England, so most successful team in England. So that's a fact. However, their team in a current state, it's a terrible team right now. Obviously, when you look at it on paper, you've got a Champions League winning team, you've got a Premier League winning team, etc. But when you go there, you go to see they play at Old Trafford, they play like Stoke City.
Yeah, I didn't say they weren't a big club. I said they're not a big pool right now. So you wouldn't gravitate towards Man United. Oh, I want to go and play for them. Why would you? That's why I was confused with Ericsson.
Yeah,
but yeah, they're obviously the big club.
I think it's more the history of the club than it is the current state of the team.
That's fine, but most clubs have got history. Leeds have got history. Arsenal have got history. West Ham have got no history. But so that you've got
the World Cup.
Oh, they did. Yeah, I forgot about that. But no, history doesn't help you when you need to win stuff and win games. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ten Hag will turn them around. I highly doubt it, though. To be honest,
yeah, I can't see him doing very well. I really can't. Let's say you were going to talk about City. You had something to say about City, didn't you, Johnny? What?
Excuse me, sorry. Man City, yeah. Favourites to win the league for me, I think.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to that 9-foot striker they've got in Haaland. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry.
I think needs a test. I think someone needs a test.
Yeah, fine. I'm good. I don't need a test. Haaland, and I'm going to say this, and people might disagree and laugh at it. He's been playing in a farmers' league for years, right? Germany's a farmers' league, right? He's going to come to the Premier League much more quicker, a lot more pressure on him. Will he do it? I actually think, and this is from a Tottenham fan, Gabriel Jesus will score more goals than Haaland, and that's from a Tottenham fan. I don't rate him. What's he got? Just some size 15 right foot. I mean, he's listen again. I
think it's the presence as well of him. He's a bit of a bully, isn't he, on the ball?
Yeah, but is he gonna? I mean, the defenders in the Premier League are of a different class to the ones in Bundesliga.
100%. I mean, I totally agree with that with Harry Maguire. I mean,
yeah. Well, if you look at apart from here, if you look at, for example, Bayern Munich or Dortmund, when they play these lower league sides, like I don't know, Mönchengladbach or Mainz or the lower league German teams, they win 5-6-0. Yeah. Now, Man City go away to, I don't know, Fulham. It's not going to be an easy ride for them. No, they may win the game, but it's not going to be a 3 or 4 5-0. It's going to be up and at them. And I'm not sure if Haaland's going to be able to cope with that. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Then again, I could be wrong. He could score 40 goals and shut me up. But but for me, if he fires and if he does the job, Man City are champions.
Man City are doing some weird business at the moment, though. It's like they've brought in Haaland, but they're letting go a lot of players now.
Sterling was a big shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Zinchenko, isn't he? That's the other one. Yeah.
So you got Zinchenko left, Jesus left. Who was the other
Sterling.
one? The other one again?
Sterling to Chelsea.
Sterling. That was a weird one as well.
Yeah, a very, very good player. A very good player. Quick, crosses, scores. Has Pep just strengthened Chelsea? I think he has.
Yeah.
You know, they'll say, "Well, we've got Haaland," but Sterling's proved it in the Premier League. He's not going to stop scoring goals, is he? So we'll see. Chelsea's another one who
But your
could
thought
go either
still
way.
is like City's going to win the league then? Are Liverpool not going to be challenging?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
Liverpool.
they're always going to be challenging.
Do you think so? I think they've sold their best player in Mane, or certainly the best goal scorer in Mane, for an unknown player. Plays for Benfica, £100 million.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp's a football manager. I'm not, but I think he's got this horribly wrong, and I hope he's got it horribly wrong. I've watched some of his games. He just can't hit a barn door.
That the Diaz one, right? So he's only had like half a season, right? And he hasn't really been proven Premier League. And then the Nunez one, so it's another one. It's just a massive gamble, isn't it?
Very strange. I know. I'll be honest with you, boys. I know nothing about him. And I thought, who is this guy, this son? I saw a couple of things on YouTube. Oh, he's scoring goals for Benfica. Let's be honest, the three of us could score goals for Benfica in that division. You know, so I'm not, again, jury's out. And I actually think...
Well, I'm a goalkeeper, so I wouldn't.
Oh, you probably would, actually. But no, so, yeah, again. But listen, these are all unknown entities. Haaland, is it his name, Nunez? These are all unknown quantities.
I mean, you've still got your Salah. They've still got the Firmino and Salah and Jota there, so they've still got a good front three anyway.
Yeah, Salah. Yeah, Salah's.
He's just signed that contract as well.
Who's Salah?
Yeah, he signed his new contract.
Yeah, they won that league, didn't they, Liverpool? And you know, Man City won the Champions League, and it never happens for either of them, really, does it?
No.
They tend to.
What's the blue moon?
Yeah, but I think Man City. I think it's Man City's league. That's my opinion.
All right, then. So let's get into this very quickly. So do we all agree on City winning the league? Ed, are you agreeing to that as well?
Yeah, normally I would be picking Liverpool instead of City, but this time, yeah, I'm playing the safe bet.
Okay, so City's coming first.
Yeah, and I think it all depends on which striker scores goals. And I think Haaland, even though I've just ruined him, I think he's a better player than that one they signed at Liverpool. Yeah, so I think Haaland will outscore Nunez, and I think that'd be enough for them to. Plus, they've got, don't forget, Kevin De Bruyne, who is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's class, and he's a different breed. That kid.
What a player!
He's already a kid. He's 31.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he plays like a 21-year-old, and he's great. So yeah, I think Man City for me. Yeah.
City, yeah. Okay, we're all agreeing on Man City. Okay.
Yeah.
So runners up, we're going to go for. Are we going for Liverpool then? Are they still going to be challenging?
Yeah.
Or are we going to have another one in the mix? Because, like I said before, though, I hate to say it, but I reckon Tottenham are going to be up there.
Yeah, that's my picks. I've already done my. I was prepared for you today, James and Edward. So I've got Tottenham as second. Just for the simple facts.
This is where it gets good.
Well, no, we'll be realistic. We've got Kane and Son who are proven, right? We don't need to talk about them. We know what they do. Yeah. You've got Kulusevski there, who's dynamite. We've added Perisic. We've added Bissouma. We've got this Jed Spence, who's up and coming fullback. Then you've got this Clement Lenglet. I know nothing about him, by the way, but I just think. And there's more to come. This is Conte's players. That's who he wants. So I think second for Tottenham. That's. I'm not being biased. I just think we came a second. City first.
That is a very, very bold move. That's a very bold move.
Well, we finished second only a few years ago to Chelsea. Third, that's the one. Yeah. So, and that was under Pochettino with a worse side. So I just think he'll get the best out of these players and get second.
Well, what are you saying, Ed?
Well, Liverpool's second for me.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
It's just that it's not really a run of a mill thing. Jurgen Klopp is arguably Pep's number one competitor. I don't see Conte challenging. I don't see Conte challenging Pep. I don't see Arteta challenging Pep. I don't see Ten Hag challenging Pep. Like Pep is completely unbeatable at this point.
Okay, fair
Okay.
enough.
All right, then, fair enough.
I've got Liverpool to finish second.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
Yeah,
think
probably
third
most
then.
people go Man City, Liverpool first or second anyway. Sorry, Jamie. Yeah,
Yeah,
most
that
people
is.
go Man City. Yeah, but I'm
It's
going
always
Tottenham there. Yeah,
for the last
Yeah.
what we're talking about 5 years. It's been like that, isn't it? It's,
yeah.
what I mean,
Sod Liverpool, Tottenham
4 out
second.
of
There you
5.
go. Yeah.
so third place, it's got to be Chelsea, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
If we're gonna put like say Liverpool or Tottenham fighting for that second, okay. So then we're gonna go Chelsea third.
Well, so for me, Liverpool's
Yeah,
third.
that's my agreement. I've got Chelsea third.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so I've got
you're
Liverpool-
saying
I've-
Liverpool third. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be fitting. It's going to be a tricky one, isn't it, for the fourth
Yeah.
spot then?
For me, that's quite easy actually, and I'm going to be brutally honest. Arsenal.
You think we'll
Oh.
get it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll be honest. You've I actually quite like Gabriel Jesus. I don't care what any Tottenham fan says on Twitter. I've got eyes, I've got ears, I can see. He's a good player. I would have loved him at Tottenham.
I do
would have
think
loved him
an
at Tottenham.
average over the season. I think I'm going to say 15 to 20 goals. I don't think he's going to. I don't think
Yeah,
he's
but I
going to
think-
wow us.
No, but that's what you need because Lacazette wasn't giving you that, was he? So, you know, and there's another one you've signed. Forgive me, I forget his name. Tall guy, Portuguese. I don't know it. Sorry,
Fabio Vieira.
him.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
that could be a nice signing for you. So,
I've got a friend in Portugal. He says he's a decent player.
well, there you go. So, for me, my top four is City, Spurs, Liverpool, Arsenal.
Right. Well, I've done a top 6 just to get the.
Just
Just
do
get
your,
my-
do your top four. Just do your top four quickly.
Oh,
We'll get into the fifth and sixth.
so mine is City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Okay,
Okay. Well, Tottenham's not even in there.
interesting.
That is very interesting.
Very
I'm an
interesting.
Arsenal fan. Why would I put Tottenham in there?
Yeah, that's fine. But I've not got Chelsea in there either. So, you know, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your fifth and sixth place then, Johnny?
Oh, that's easy. So Chelsea fifth. Because if they're not in the top four, they're fifth. And sixth place it's Manchester United. Because I'll be honest
I
with
thought
you.
you were
know
gonna.
that-
I thought you were gonna say like something like West Ham
No.
or something like that.
Oh God, no. God, no. No, no.
oh my God!
So
Well, no,
Even though Man United-
whoa. I wasn't even joking because
no.
the way we were just
Oh my
slaying
God.
United,
Let me explain it. I'll explain it. Even though Man United are so bad, they're the best of the rest. How's that? So they're better than the teams below them. They're better than Southampton. They're better than Leeds. They're better than West Ham. You know, they're better than
West Ham are better than West Ham.
who's better than West Ham?
West Ham are better than West Ham. You say West Ham are better than the
No, I
rest.
said Man United. No,
Oh.
what-
Man
Man
United,
United
saying
is
Man
sixth, so
United,
then-
yeah.
Oh,
there's
sorry.
basically it's two divisions, the top five, and then Man United win the second division split
Mm.
without the other five.
Because
That's
I
my
don't even
opinion.
know why we even do the top six anymore. Because now there's that conference fucking league thing.
Well, Conference League is seventh.
Yeah, it's
Fifth and sixth is Europa League. Then you've got the cups if you win the cups
Yeah,
and whatnot. But yeah, don't listen. Man United will probably have a little run of 4 wins in a row, get all excited. Rio Ferdinand will take his top off. Oh, we're back. And then they'll have a little run and they'll slip up again. And, you know, it was never going to end because the choice of manager is baffling to me. Baffling. I mean,
Well, I mean, all my Manchester United mates, they're all excited for Ten Hag. They really highly
Well,
rate
they're
him.
going to be because they've had years of rubbish. I mean,
but let's
to
be honest. Let's be honest, right? Man United have always been this team and a set of fans that every time they do get a new manager, it's all big hype.
It is
Hmm.
because they're a big club. But the problem is that remember, Ten Hag, it's the same Ten Hag that was 3-0 up in a Champions League semi-final against Tottenham Hotspur and lost.
And
Lost.
let's not forget as well. In the past, they've had Van Gaal. That was
Yeah.
another weird one.
Yeah.
And
David
then
Moyes.
their processor
Moyes,
was Moyes.
Moyes. But look, if you look at Moyes, what he's doing at West Ham, I mean, to be honest with you, to get a club of such nonsense up to 7th or 8th, you've done a good job, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest about it. And I mean, you know my things about West Ham. I mean, all they do is slag Tottenham off, and you've not won a trophy. They've not won one in 43 years. 43 years. I mean, come on, get back in
To
your
be
box.
honest, 43 is shorter than over 50.
But we've won a trophy in the last 40. We've won 26 trophies. They've won 4. We do have a trophy cabinet at Tottenham. It's quite a big one. There's lots of UEFA Cups in there, Edward. So there's quite a few in there. All this, it's just this thing. And everyone thinks about Tottenham getting battered everywhere they go. I love that. I love it. Because everyone's thinking about Tottenham. You will keep on singing it. At the darts, they sing it.
Well,
In
this
America,
is what I was
they
saying
sing
to Ed though. I was like, it's the same with us. They're like Sky know what they're doing. They put Arsenal on a Friday, so everyone's going to be watching us.
Funny you said that, because I did hear that part of your video yesterday. Can I just elaborate on that a little bit? I heard that. You said that you've been a bit stitched up.
I feel a bit.
So whether you play Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or the Monday night, you still got to play them.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
How I feel is that they're looking at it and going, oh well, the last season when they kicked off the season and they lost against Brentford,
yeah,
and then let's do it to them again, and then the whole world's going to be like watching them. So
We've got a much better side now than we did last year.
Yeah, no, I'm not even saying that we
haven't.
But I'm just saying, I'm saying it is a bit like you can see how Sky they fix these games and when they want to play them and when they want to put them on TV.
Yeah.
You can
It's got 1-1 draw written all over it, hasn't it? It's got a draw. It's Vieira, isn't it? He should have. To be fair, Palace should have won at the Emirates last season. I think it was Lacazette that equalised at the death. Yeah. So and they beat us 3-0 at their place. So they're no mugs.
Yeah.
Palace are no mugs, and that's what I was saying earlier about Haaland. There's no easy games in the Premier League. You can't go and you could possibly Man City might go to a few games and win 3-4 away from home. It's very difficult now to go and win big, unless you're playing Norwich every week. But you're going to go to these teams like Fulham, Leeds, who are going to just put their foot in everywhere they go and things like that. So and Bournemouth, they're going to be up for it. So there's a lot. It's not going to be easy.
Right. So
all right, shall we move on to the relegations?
Yeah, no, well, we're still doing the 5th and 6th because who's your 5th and 6th?
Oh, Spurs and Newcastle.
Jeez, Edward.
Sorry, what?
Spurs and Newcastle. Yeah.
Eddie, are you smoking something? What? Oh.
Hey, look, Man United are rubbish. There's no. Newcastle. I'm spending the money that is going tomorrow.
My prediction of West Ham.
No, I've got Spurs above Newcastle though. So
no, but I'm saying you were laughing at my prediction of having West Ham there. Now you're saying Newcastle.
Listen, it's a game of opinions, Edward. I mean, fair enough if that's what you think, but oh God.
Listen, I had Man United there, but then you just brought up
you'd have Newcastle above Man United.
With the current squad they have, yeah.
Wow. I don't. Oh, okay.
But there's a lot. But there are a lot. I've seen Shearer put. I've seen Shearer. I've seen Risey. I've seen them put them in 6th.
Do you know what? Listen, Edward, it's your opinion. That's fair play to you. I'm gonna note that down. And if
I could be completely wrong. I probably am. But I'm just thinking what I would see.
If they finish 6th, I'll do the end of season chat topless.
Okay, all right. But if they don't,
right, okay,
I will.
We do have to move on to the bottom 3, okay, because the time is running out for us here. Okay, so bottom 3, Johnny, hit away.
Go to Edward first with that one, please.
Okay, then Ed, go on then.
Okay, this is in no particular order.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Leeds, Fulham, and Southampton.
Southampton's a good shout.
What a shout.
Yeah.
We agree on something.
I cannot fucking stand them.
Who? Southampton?
Yeah. Cannot stand them.
I agree. We agree on something. Leeds, and James will tell you.
You've been waiting for this to happen for now 2 seasons.
Pathetic football club, isn't they? Really. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they should have gone down. They're very, very lucky to stay up. I mean, very lucky to stay up. They ain't going to get a second chance. Gone. Bournemouth, I think, will go. I just don't think they've got enough depth in there. I like the manager, Parker, but I don't think they've got enough depth. Of course you do. No, of course, it's Spurs, but I think he's doing a good job there. But I don't think he's got enough depth, which is a shame.
So are we even ruling out the fact that Nottingham Forest are in this bunch?
Well, just about to come to Forest. Forest, I saw them in that playoff final, and I spoke to you about it, James, and that they weren't great. But it's between them and Fulham. So I'm going to go with Fulham. Fulham, Bournemouth, and Leeds.
Okay.
Yeah. Who came up? Who's the other one that came up? Or Forest, yeah.
I think it was Fulham and Forest.
Yeah, I think Forest will just survive. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we got to hand it to Brentford as well, haven't we? I mean,
brilliant. Good manager.
Will they struggle with second season syndrome?
Possibly, but that's a good question. But I think there's worse teams in that division than them. I would say probably 6 or 7, 5 or 6 teams worse than them. The 3 we've mentioned, and West Ham. So, those are the. I think they'll be all right. They've got good support. They've got good manager. And they score some goals. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be all right.
Before we end this, I'm going to say that I would like to put Newcastle in the relegation just to let.
Yeah,
just to shake it up a bit.
Do you know what? To be honest with you, yeah, when he's gone 6th, you've gone say 17th or 18th.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll go 10th.
For Newcastle.
That's actually very fair.
Newcastle was a place in that table anywhere. Apparently.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go down, but I don't think they're top 6.
It's a shame that we haven't actually got a Newcastle supporter on here. You could say that that they're going to win the league.
We do. Bring him on next time.
Right, lads, we've got to wrap it up there. Once again, it's absolutely amazing having you guys on the channel again.
Thank you.
And
it's good to have you back as well.
Hopefully, we can do this.
Good to see you both again.
Once a week.
Yeah, brilliant. And
I'll see you in October for the North London Derby.
Well, I might be back for that.
Yeah, you're back for that. So I'll be at the home one in January. And
if I can get to take it, I'll be for my home one in October.
Brilliant. You'll be in the box again at Spurs, will you?
Probably. I've got high to no places.
Well, I'll tell you what we do. We'll meet up this time. We'll have a drink, all right?
Can I just say though, your stadium's lovely, but the food in there is terrible. The food is terrible. Like I had a plate out bread. Worst food I've ever had.
The chef that cooks the food, he's from Newcastle.
Yeah. You don't need to eat the food, Edward. Don't worry about it. Just have water.
I'll go and Chit King across the road next time.
Chit King. Can't beat a Chit King.
No. All right, well, catch you later. That's I'm off.
We do have to wrap it up there. Thanks, guys, for joining us on One Way Football. And always a pleasure, Johnny, to have you on.
Thank you.
He's gone. He's gone. He's
gone to put a bit on Newcastle finishing 6th.
Well, I did have to laugh at that. That was funny. But Johnny, thank you very much. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Johnny, I will speak to you during the week and we can have a nice little laugh about that Newcastle thing.
Good man.
See you later, buddy.
Bye.
One Way Football.